Hi, Sugar Smack. I was on mute. I was on mute.
You were? Is it on mute now?
Yeah, you're good.
What's happening, folks? Don't mind me, I got my work shirt on. What's happening? So this is, yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to shove that in the face. You know, in the Indian, that nice Indian logo. Grumpy Roach, what's happening, brother? Take these off so I can see them. Sugar Smack, what's happening? Brian Wood, what's up? What's up, Brian? How you doing, Brian? Hey, Brian, how you doing? Nice hat. Yeah, it's all good. Kyle, what's up? Good evening. Timbo, what's up in Idaho? Thank you, Brian. Well, I just got, I've been out over in Vegas working, doing some remodeling of a beat up apartment in the ghetto. It's fun it's fun work, you know. We are, Brian. Look at that hat somebody gave me, Brian. Isn't that cool? John Doe, what's up, brother? Everything's good. You know, I have another job interview Friday, right?
Mm-hmm.
I can't say where it's at because I don't want nobody to know. I've had a few job interviews though, and they seem to go well, and then all of a sudden they don't. So, you know, job interviews are weird. Everything's on Indeed. Everything's on the computer. It's a strange process, as opposed to walking in, asking, you know, do you need help? Are there any jobs available? Are you hiring right now? You know, whatever your thing is. What's up, Will? Hell, that's right. And so it's a process now, but then you got phone interviews, and then you got to go for an in-person interview, and then, you know, so I'm applying for jobs in Las Vegas and closer by here, so we'll see what happens. So, what's going on out there in the world? What's happening in the world, really? What's going on? I don't really watch the news much, so I don't really catch it unless it's a big stinking scandal, you know. But I was talking to somebody today about prison earlier, and he was in Folsom when this dude got killed, you know. So, you know, some guy got crossed up over some dope shit, and then you know, shot caller had him beat up, and I guess he broke his leg, and then so he sat in his pad. You know, they said that wasn't over dealing with other races and being in debt to other races for drugs. That was for some other reason. Which what's up, Big Mick? And so he's like, yeah, right on. So when he healed up, he waited and he went out to the yard at work change and stabbed the shot caller guy and killed him. Stabbed him until I think a cop hit him in the back of the head with a fire extinguisher or something. Anyway, old boy was there when it happened. I thought, man, I'm so glad to be out, you know. I don't miss that shit whatsoever, but it just goes to show you, you know, no matter how big your britches you think you have, you know, there's always something that's bigger. Out here in the world, yeah, there we go. Things are a little different, you know. You don't fuck around, you won't find out. And the same thing applies in prison. Yeah, I'm kind of burned out because I've been working all week and part of last week on this apartment. But we got some cabinets in. They're the wrong size. I hung a couple cabinets, and then we couldn't continue because we didn't have the right size cabinets. So anyway, I like that. I have another interview, hopefully up by phone, for cabinet making job. It's in Las Vegas. It's a ways to travel for a job, but if you want a decent job, sometimes you got to sacrifice, right? So what's going on out there in the world, man? I really want to know what the fuck is happening. Donald Trump's being prosecuted on a fraud case, and I seen the prosecutor making statements about him being an illegitimate president and all kinds of other shit. And now she's what's up, Big Matthew Post, Redwood Post? What's going on? Yeah, she made statements about him being an illegitimate president over and over and over, and now she's prosecuting him. The judge valued his house at $18 million. Houses around him that are smaller worth $35 million. So I don't know, it's some kind of fraud bullshit case. It's funny. I can't wait for the election, Oh yeah, let's see. What's going on, buddy? Oh, look at that. That's my boy. Let's see. Plus, what the fuck, great work. Every single trade they would. That's right, brother. What's up, Zach? What's going on? Oh, I know. Look at the camera. This big boy right here. Yeah. What's up, big boy? Here. Big boy. Come on, big boy. There he is. Yeah. Yeah. Look at that shit.
Big Howitzer.
Good boy.
Okay.
That's our big boy. Yeah. What's up, Zach? Joey, what up? My fellow lumberjack, wood pilot, house, salute, man. All's well, bro. All's well. All's well, Joey. Just still looking for work and doing a deal, that's the biggest challenge out here, really. Finding gainful employment, especially where we live. It's difficult, but it's a trade-off. You have a nice place to live, but you have to travel to find some decent work. So California's a shitty place to live, but there's plenty of work, and they pay a lot of money. But quiet. Yeah. What's going on, man? What's going on? What's going on, bud? I know. No more Art Troy. No more. What kind of work you got, Troy? Hey. What's going on? Yeah. Look at that dog. Come on. What kind of work you doing, Troy? No more trucking? What does OTR mean? On the road, or what does that mean, OTR? I'm just curious. Winter's here. We got to fire up the pellet stove. We had some mice back there, so I hope they didn't eat none of the wires, because that would suck if we couldn't heat our house because of some fucking mouse. Yeah, I'm just kind of curious. What's going on out there? Over the road. Okay, over the road. Okay. So what are you doing now, Troy? And what do you do when you have job interviews and they go well, and then they deny you with a smile, like nothing's wrong, but it was because they did a background check? There he is. It was only All right, Eric. Hey, Eric, by the way, they killed my Instagram page. So if you want to go to Hard Intentions Instagram, that's my, that's where we can do the deal. What's up? Thank you, Robert. That's right. Yeah, Eric, my Instagram now is just Hard Intentions. And that's Robert Goff. We were Sellies for a while in prison back in the day. Yeah, Chewy. Chewy's just getting old. Chewy, come here. Come here. Chewy's getting old and he's starting to bark a lot. Yeah, what do you do when you get denied jobs and you know the first interview goes well? After that, it's sorry, we can't use you. After the background check, what do you do? It's pretty fucking frustrating, I'll tell you that. It really is frustrating. And I don't like it. I think Rosie hurt her foot. Yeah, so you know, that's another challenge in life. We talked last week, we talked to Chris about challenges and you know, how to overcome certain stuff and how to not feel, you know. My son, he's a junior high school, graduates. I'll be looking for aerospace machine work. I didn't know they had aerospace machine work out here in Arizona. It must be like, is that around Phoenix or something? Oh, aerospace machine work. I have a friend that does that in Sacramento. He makes parts for the government, and the company makes parts for the government. And so he goes to work and he machines a part. He makes one part. He has no idea. All right, Sonny, how are you doing? He has no idea what part that he makes, where it goes on the device that they're, all the parts come together and they put them together. A bunch of Mesa, Arizona, I know. Oh, cool. Mesa's a ways from here. We're in a nice spot, but employment's a little different. It's hard to find decent employment. It really is. There are some jobs in Kingman, but I haven't had any luck landing one. I went to an agency and they're like, yeah, we need somebody to work at this place, right? That's two pockets. Oh yeah, they are. They're carrying on. They're always, Chewy's always barking at the big dogs. Yeah, I went to this one plant. I filled out the paperwork for this one spot, right? Oh, okay. Oh, hell yeah. Well, they got the space place there. Then they come back the next day. That's more gas. Pilot truck stop on the maintenance. They hire felons, I think, in case, like case base. Pilot. I was at a pilot, but it's like 50 something miles from my house. And they only wanted to pay me $14 an hour, $14.50. But I had to travel 53 miles to get there. So it's 106 miles a day. And when it's snowing and raining, I'd have to take my truck or the van, which I don't have. I don't have the van because sitting in Merced waiting on a wire harness. So that would have ate up most of my paycheck. They got Loves in Kingman. I thought about that, but you know, I applied for a job doing retreads with Loves, but I didn't get it. So I just got a feeling, man, that background checks hurt a lot of guys who are ex-felons who really want to work and have skills. I got skills. You know, we're over there in Vegas rehabbing an apartment. I mean, this thing is a can of worms. You know, we popped the wall open to do some plumbing on on the shower drain, on the shower itself, and install a sink. And we found cast iron. Guy I'm working with it hooked the sink up, started leaking through the wall, so we cut the wall open, and we found that the cast iron pipe had rotted out because there was blockage and draining slow, and it just rotted the cast iron pipe. This place was built in 1964, so we cut the cast iron pipe out and replaced it, and did a patch job and all that kind of shit. So that's what I keep hearing. There's a lot of jobs, people don't want to work, but if you want to work, you're also getting screwed if you're an ex-felon. They'll hire some freak with a piercings in his eyebrow and his nose and his cheek and tattoos all over his face, but they won't hire you if you're an ex-felon. You know what I'm saying? So I don't get that part. Cracking Mike, what's that? Hey. Don't step on the computer. Okay, buddy. I know. I love you too. I love you too, buddy. Yeah. What's going on? There we go. Yeah. Hey. No. There you go. Stepping on the keyboard. Good boy. And that's too, it is too far. What's growth work? What's that? Growth work. Bagger Trash, what's going on? Good to see you too. They say we have people that don't want to work, and they have jobs, but you go to apply to them, they won't hire you. Like I said, I want to hire some guy with tattoos on his face and piercings all over the place. They'll hire them. Guys that dress like shit. Department of 2 stars. So doing aerospace machine stuff. So after I got back, myself I rejected a few times, absolutely, but just keep at it. I'm gonna keep at it. Hell yeah, they're the best workers. The thing is that's hard for me because I'm Chewy. Hey babe. Come here. Come here, stinker. Come on. Yeah, there he is. There he is. He just wants some attention. The thing for me is finding the jobs. I go on what's up in New Zealand? Chaos. That's right. Thanks for tuning in from New Zealand, brother. Look at that. Chewy. Look at him. He's getting gray. He's an angry old man now. He barks at everything. So finding the job is the hard part. I assume that's the same way in jail. Jail's that way. If you know somebody, you can get in certain areas that you want to get into. Sometimes it takes, a friend that's got a job somewhere. What's up, Nomad? And the stock tone. That's right. You got an Indeed profile. Yeah, I do have an Indeed profile set up. And that's where I get some of my job leads. But I search Indeed, then I apply for jobs, search Indeed, apply for jobs. Like I went to this truck stop spot, had a good interview. She's like, can you get on the roof and change the filters on the air conditioner? What about the swamp cooler chiller thing? Change the filters on. Yeah. I can do all this. I can do all that. Shut me down, maybe. Wow, because of your age, that sucks. And the maintenance guy. They got toilets that are loose. They don't even have somebody can tighten the bolts on a fucking toilet. That's stupid. I'm like, that's easy stuff. And so I called today or yesterday. I'm like, hey, I'm just checking on the job, where's it at as far as the process goes, this and that. She was I'm still reviewing applications, but she was pretty rude, pretty snappy. She goes, I'm still reviewing applications, okay? Like real rudely. So I'm like, yeah, I got you. So we might contact you next week, turns into 3 weeks, you know? So this is the biggest obstacle for me. So compared to prison, it's nothing, you know? I'll just keep plugging along. My biggest thing though is I have the van sitting over in Merced and I'm gonna have to come up with the money to fix that. It's being fixed eventually. So once it's fixed, I'm gonna have to pay for that. And it's gonna be close to $5,000. So, you know, when you're working and shit, that's all good. Shout out to Brian Wood, that's right. But when you're, you know, I don't like hustling, man. I like working. So a little job turns into a complicated task. Oh yeah, yeah, growth word. That's right. Yeah, so we're doing that. We're putting in a new kitchen. We're doing the flooring. So I know how to do a lot of shit, but these people don't know that. All they see is what they see, and then they're like, "Oh my god, I can't hire that guy." You know. So I don't know. I had a job in Sacramento doing cabinets for a restoration company, and that's right. Probation for 90 days. Don't call in sick. Yeah, don't call in sick anyways, man. I need the money. If I get a job, I'm not calling in sick. If I had this job in Sacramento, come here, Rosie. Good girl. Come here. What's the matter with your foot? Come here. Come on. Rosie, come here. Yeah. Come here. Yeah. There we go. Yeah, I had this job in Sacramento. I told the guy, hey, I've been to prison. Uh, he knew why. He still hired me. So, you know, so some people will hire you. Rosie has something going on with her foot where she's limping. Huh? You all right, Rosie? She's limping. She's getting fat. Good morning from the Philippines. He wants us to catch you live. That's right, Mike. Thanks for tuning in, brother. Hit them likes. Do it hard. That's right. Yeah, Mike's in the Philippines. That's right. Thanks for tuning in. What's up with that nose? That's crazy. In Vegas, Whittier's my hometown. That's right. Hit them likes, folks. Look at that. What's the matter with your leg, kid? She's limping around. Yeah. Dogs are a trip, man. Look at that. Even Rosie's catching some gray. All right, girl. There you go. But, you know, like if your hardest thing in life is trying to find a decent job, your problems are small compared to other people. I mean, there's people with problems for problems, you know. Yeah. What's that say? Red ass white boy. What's up? Hard intentions. All right. What's up, brother? What's your iPhone while ripping around on an electric bike? Got the beats for sound. Wish I could go in with the cam to be sweet. That's right, man. That's right, Red. Come to the Wood Nickel Friday. That's it for now, Brian Wood. Sam, you're in Purdue. That's right. Hey, Mr. Bro, start slow, but if you know your shit, that you'll have all the work you want. At that point, you can pick and choose. That's kind of who I'm working with. He has a handyman business, and when he gets bigger jobs, he gives me a call. I don't have enough tools to do handyman business, and so like where he lives, if we're on a job, he needs a certain tool, he can run over Home Depot or Lowe's and buy it. For me, where I live, if I need a tool, I'd have to find someone that's got it, or I'd have to drive 40 miles to Home Depot to get it. So there's that. And there's already a bunch of handyman guys out here. You know what I mean? Screen name change. Yeah, that's right. I did recognize. Yeah, so I mean, Home Depot's 40 miles away. I did some handyman work with my friend Shane. I did this, we're doing this apartment right now. And, you know, he's got to travel for this one. But, I live in a town with about 2,000 people, and there's already about 10 handyman guys out here. So there is also a guy out here that remodels homes to flip. So if I can get on with him, that'd be good. That'd be nice. Look at them kids. That's right. You know, handyman stuff's pretty cool. I wouldn't know what to charge either, you know. I don't know what I would charge someone to, like this lady wants a screen door put on and some pictures hung on the wall in her house over in Bullhead City. So he's going to go do that. You can't charge someone $50 an hour to do something like that, right? Let's see this. Block basement rebuilds. Oh wow, that's a pretty good gig. I don't do cement yet. I can, but you think you're worth for your time. That's right, Mr. F. Things are okay, brother. So have you been riding Indian much anywhere? Well, I ride it to Vegas and back for this job, and yes, sir, I do ride it. On the weekend because a woman played me. I was honest, but scared. I just honest about my life. She's a chick that grew up one block. Oh wow. I hope you're all right, bro. Yeah, we do, Troy. We got stores and gas stations and water departments and all that stuff. That's why I applied for the truck stop job. That's like 20 miles from the pad, so I could apply to Dollar General. I would work there, you know, especially if you don't have to commute, right? You just get on in there. So it's like 10 minutes from the house. That'd be pretty cool. So, oh yeah, water. You guys watched the Joe Zoll video. It's a repost, but a lot of people have not seen it. It was posted, let's see, I still do. No cash for home repairs. Phone stop ringing after Trump went out. There's a correlation to Trump Biden deal. Yeah, there is. There's a correlation there. You know. Yeah, we got the Dollar General. We also have a Family Dollar, and that's about it as far as grocery stores. So that tells you what kind of groceries you got. If you want decent groceries, you got to go to 40 miles away. So, what's up, Joe? Good things will happen, you know. Like my friend was telling me, you know, why don't you use your woodworking and your artwork to make money? And I'm like, well, you know, you got to have clients. And by the way, I still have to do the painting for the raffle winner. I have not forgot. I'm just trying to keep the hustle on to get the money to pay our bills. Yeah, Joe, good things are always, you know, waking up in the morning is a good thing. And getting a breath of fresh air without having to stare at a prison cell. You know, look out the window of a prison cell, realize you're locked up in a fucking cage. I don't have that anymore. So I'll wake up in our house and do the deal, you know? It's pretty cool. Um, that's a good thing in itself, right? Yeah, I dig it. But I just keep plugging along, man. That I always like doors open. You have to recognize where the door's at. Probably 15 miles from home. That's right. If you get a job close to home where you don't have to commute, it's worth the lesser pay, you know. Yeah, you got to recognize when the door's open and when to step through it, I guess. Um, I'm waiting for that door to crack. The last door that opened up for me like that was the job out in California and Merced, and that was a great job, but it was a temporary deal, you know, and I knew that going in. So, truck stop, bro. You won't take no shit. And let the dummy know we ain't doing that shit around here. Well, I could also go to the TA, the truck stop I applied at. They're like, yeah, it's a chick. She's like, I'm still reviewing applications. Okay. I'm like, yeah, okay. Shouldn't talk to me like that until she did a background check. So, there are other truck stops down the way. They need people. But the thing is, this place, everyone's like, oh, they hire anybody. They always hire people. They need people. They need people. And it's like, okay, well, how come they ain't hiring me? I can commute to Vegas if the pay's decent, Mr. F. I'm working over there right now doing a remodel on an apartment in the ghetto in North Vegas. So, man, if I made $50 an hour, I'd be doing well, brother. Trust me, I would be doing real well. But if you live in the city, 50, $60 an hour in California isn't shit. 50, $60 an hour where I live is a lot of money. So, that's just a matter of logistics, where you live as opposed to your income. Like the income out here, you couldn't live on in California. You can barely live on the income they have out there. So, yeah, I'm gonna cruise back out to Vegas tomorrow morning. We've been staying at the apartment that we're demoing. Got an air mattress. Yeah, sleeping on the floor in an air mattress reminds me of being in the hole. Just save you here, man. Maybe it's due for another Walmart video any day now. Yeah, a Walmart video. That's right. Speaking of videos, man, Walmart. Mentone going. Where is Mentone? Where is that at? Where is that at? Where's Mentone at? Where is that? Depends how far away it is and what you need done. You'd have to contact me at mitch@heartintentions.com. I might have to bring someone with me, It's a possibility. Never say no, right? You couldn't make money sitting in the hotel. Yeah, you can't make no money sitting in jail, that's for sure. No money there, brother. No money there. Where is Mentone? I've never heard of that. Casper, what's up? We're doing all right. We're doing all right. Yeah, the dream job for me would be to go out to my wood shop out here, which is almost complete, and make love y'all. I understand today after getting crushed, I'm going to hopefully try and get some sleep on. That would just be in my head. Come on, brother. You need some sleep. Get it. Jam, big oranges. Take care, Troy. Thanks for tapping in, brother. Yeah, I never had that on me. That suicide shit. That's for dudes that try to whack us. That's bullshit. I never had any of that, but I have been in the hole. I've been sitting in the hole, stripped down to nothing. No mattress, no sheets, no pillow, no clothes, just a pair of boxers. I've been there, done that, but I've been super busy at work. I'd like to be super busy at work. Peace, Barrick. Thanks for tuning in, brother. Yeah, being in the hole sucks. The food sucks worse in the hole than it does in the mainline. The mainline food's pretty damn nasty too. Oh, and Purdue, Mentone. Let's see how far that is from here. Richard. Let's see. How far is Mentone from here? Let's see what Google says. What? Mentone's 27 hours from here. How far is Mentone, California from here? Okay, it's 5 hours. Looks like it's over by Long Beach, Anaheim, that direction. Dresser drawers, I can make them. Piece of cake. Dresser drawers are easy. We got these cabinets in and we're putting them on the wall. Of course, we got the wrong sizes. We got to take them back, get some other stuff. But I tripped out, brother. Let's see. Just got 20 years and sister got 4 years. Brother just got done 3.5 years. Wow. San Bernardino. Okay. Yeah, so I was tripping on the cabinets that we got. They're made out of particle board with the paper style veneer over them. And the only thing wood on them is the face frame. Go figure. That's some pretty sorry ass work. But yeah, building cabinets and building dresser drawers. I mean, they have places that just build drawers and other places that just build doors for cabinets. So, but that's pretty cool because you just tell them what size door you need, what size drawer front you need, or drawer, and they'll build it. I'd love to do that shit. They're selling a lot of sheds out here. A lot of people are living in sheds out here. I wouldn't mind making sheds. That'd actually be pretty fucking cool. So, yeah, what do you need done in that house? Let me know. Email me the details because I do know someone that does have the tools. Underground bunker. Underground bunker. That's funny. That would be kind of cool. They say you can buy them. You can buy bunkers. You can buy missile silos that had nuclear missiles in them. And there are people that buy them and live in them. They get them pretty cheap from what I understand. But once again, it's a logistics thing, Wood is privet since Biden got back in. What's privet? What do you mean? Wood is private or privet? Yeah, the price of wood's gone up and up and up. But like hardwoods they're not too bad. 2x4s, it depends on the market, depends on, the politics of the day. During COVID, 2x4s are out of my range. I use 2x3s to build my shed, and it costs $5 a piece. Oh yeah, pricey. Yeah, wood is pricey, but it was pricier during COVID. A 2x3 cost $5 at Home Depot during COVID. Then after COVID, the 2x4s were like $2.50 a piece. So it's all painting floors, painting, flooring, plumbing, cleaning, stuff like that. We can do all that. The flooring's kind of a bitch. Yeah, email me, Mitch@heartintentions.com. Let me know. We'll talk about that. I'd have to bring someone with me, and I always want to do what a buddy of mine used to buy a shitty house, live in it, fix it up right here, and sell or rent it. Won't move to the next one. Yeah, that'd be kind of neat. I wouldn't mind doing that. I think I hear mice. Yeah, but if you'd have to have a home base, not the house that you're flipping. Living in a house that you're trying to fix is a pain in the ass. We did it in Placerville. We lived in a house. It had no ceiling. You could see open rafters with insulation. We had to rewire the house. We had to replumb the house. I had to build a kitchen and 2 bathrooms while we lived in the house. Before we had a kitchen, we used to wash our dishes in the bathtub for like a year. Then I finally built a kitchen. That was something. So living in a house that you're fixing up, trying to flip, not too cool, So I see, not change subject, but I see they're threatening to shut our government down because no one wants to send any more money to the Ukraine. And so they're threatening to shut the government down unless people vote to send money to Ukraine. So my thing is, a couple weeks back, Scarface was all right. It was a little much, though, Palmer dude, what's a straight asshole? You have any run inside ex-military screws? We'll go over Jason Palmer. I don't know that name, but yeah, we had ex-military and active military screws, cops, prison guards. When I first went in, there were a lot of Vietnam veterans that were prison guards, and a lot of them were pretty fucking cool. Christian Retro, what's going on, brother? I hope you guys have checked out his channel because it is good. What's up, Sean Blue? How you doing, brother? Yeah, I remember asking that cop, man, how much money you guys make? And he goes, I make $18,000 a year. That was like 1981. Now they make way more money. But he was a Vietnam vet, so a lot of guys they got a pension from the military. They would do their time in the military, get a pension from them, then they would work for the state as prison guards. Those are the guys that were Vietnam vets. They did pretty well, Their pay has increased quite a bit since then. But during during this never-ending war over there in Afghanistan and Iraq and all that stuff, I met some guys around 2003, around there. No, excuse me, 2008. That were, but they were cool. A lot of them were, they were in active, like reserves or some shit. They were on call, so they would leave, and they came back and I go, hey, where you been? He goes, oh, I was over in Afghanistan. There was 2 of them. One was my wing officer, and he's like, yeah, I got to go. I'll see you guys X amount of time. where are you going? I'm going to Afghanistan. I'm in the reserves or something. So, but they were some of the coolest prison guards we had because they didn't give a shit as long as you weren't fronting them off, as long as you weren't hurting nobody, you were good to go. If you rub shit in their face like smoking weed or something like that, they'd bust you. That was their job. And our job was to keep it out of their face, right? The guys that have been to Afghanistan actually, I talked to them about some of the stuff they did over there, man. And it was pretty hair raising. And I think they had some problems with it. Kept them up at night. But it didn't change their personality for the negative, you know? So there's that. They were some of the most respectful guys. The last few years in prison, the guys have been to Afghanistan, Iraq in combat, and they came back into posts as prison guards. They were some of the most respectful guys. That I mean, you kind of knew not to test them. Wow, sounds like karma. You know, a natural law, whatever you want to call it, karma. You can't go around, motherfucking everybody your whole life without having consequences, you know? A lot of them guys who were prison guards that used to fuck with people all the time, they had some bad shit going on in their lives, you know? You can tell. And I used to hear them talking on the tier, about their families and about their problems. Early in the morning, they'd be on the tier getting chow carts ready. You can hear them talking to each other, especially once they started making more and more money. They might have had a secure job and money, but their lives are fucking miserable. Straight up. They were in a prison of their own. That's how shit works, man. You can't go around motherfucking people all the time, Some of the cops that were assholes were not assholes all the time. They were assholes when they needed to be, and if you were to observe their program, you'd see like certain times a day, like during chow, work release, all that kind of shit. They'd be kind of rough. These people I write to pigs. Once I evict them after holidays, I have to clean the place up. Well, let's chat, bro. Mitch at heartattentions.com. Oh, Kenzo visits from man. Oh yeah, he's all the real ones. That's right, brother. That's Big Will. Yeah, let me know, Mike. Get at me on Instagram on my email, Mitch at heartattentions.com. We'll talk about it. If you got any photographs, any detailed information on what you want us to do, let me know. And then I'll ask the guys to work with if they want to cruise over and do it, or what what the price should be, and we can go do it maybe. I'm not too bad at painting. I can fix drywall. like holes in drywall, piece cake fix, tape and drywall, that kind of stuff I can do. I can do plumbing, uh, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Electrical is not up my alley. I can wire up a box, but I just like to stay away from electric. Hey, babe. Yeah. Oh, never mind. Why? It's split screen me. Good job. Huh?
I did that all on its own.
Yeah, it does this every week after a certain amount of time. See it?
Okay, let me just go like this.
Oh, okay. There we go. Back to normal. Thank you. I love you, brother. Thank you. Thank you, Chaos. See, many people want a pension, but they hate every day of it. Yep. Carr, pronounced Carr. I had a friend, Richard Carr. You're absolutely right, bro. There are people that have good jobs, make a lot of money, finance their lifestyle, but they hate their jobs. They dread going to work. I don't understand that. I'm of the mindset, like, if I don't like my job, I like to pay. So there can be something about my job I'm going to enjoy, whether it's my coworkers or the end results of my job or who benefits from my job or whatever. You got to find a reason to not hate what you're doing. You put in your 8 and skate. That's what they do. People lose track of the fact that if you have a job, and especially if it's a decent paying job, you're doing well, and you be grateful for that. That's kind of my mindset. Until you win the lottery or something, you gotta eat and you gotta pay your bills, man. So, and the better you're living, the more bills you're gonna have. What's that? Yes, after the holidays. Are you talking about after Christmas and stuff? Mike, Christmas is a ways away. Well, not too far. And if I'm working by then, that might be a problem, but let me know. That kind of sucks, man, that people rent houses and apartments and then they trash them out and they treat them with disrespect because somebody owns that place. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, Joe. That's right, brother. You have a good night. Thanks for tuning in, brother. I'm about ready to hit it myself. I'm kind of slow tonight. I have to apologize. I'm kind of tired. Like I said, I've been sleeping on the floor in an air mattress over there in Vegas, working on this apartment. And there's, drywall dust all over the floors. It's pretty rough one. Hainer, you have nightmares about the last thing you did to innocent people. No, I don't. I don't have any nightmares about anything I did to your mom. Hainer. I really don't. Your mom asked for everything we gave her. So there you go. Good night, folks. Good night, Joe. That's kind of a stupid question. What do you guys think about that question right there? I mean, that's bullshit. I have to work, paying motorcycles. More expensive than drugs. That's right, brother. That's right. Honestly, Van plans on watching shit on there. It turns out it's decent. No bullshit control neither. Odyssey video platform, babe. You hear that? No. Let's check that out. There's something to innocent people. If you've seen my story on YouTube, you see I talk about our case. It got me sent to prison. Yeah, who's innocent? I don't prey on innocent people, bro. Not even your mom, there, buddy. So, whack 'em. That's crazy. Sleep like a baby every night. Yeah, I don't lose any sleep over stuff like that because if people are innocent, like we have a thing where I come from, you don't mess with citizens. You don't mess with women, children, or old people, and you don't mess with citizens. If somebody's not in the mix, you don't fuck with them. And whoever's innocent casts that first stone, right? Um, I don't judge other people, but when people fuck with me, that when they open that door, if they step through that door, it's open season, man. But innocent people don't get involved with things that get themselves hurt. Sometimes they do get hurt by chance, especially now with society the way it is. But for the most part, if people are just living their life, they're not in the mix, they don't get affected by it. Unless it's some nutcase random act, you know. Um, yeah, that's a stupid question, you know. Hainer, skull. Right on, dude. That's funny. That you would have this. Let's see. That you would have this right there, your little skull horn, which implies you're an Odinist. Um, Thank you, Matthew. And then ask a question like that. You sins that you put innocent people in prison like you're a bully. Yeah, I wasn't a bully, and I didn't do that. Back up lame, just like you too busy, just don't damn force that shit. I found out. Watching Scooter Tramp Scotty's channel. YouTube took his channel down. He went there. Wow. What a dumb. That's right. Shit. Yeah, I am not a bully. I don't prey on innocent people. I'm definitely not a bully. I don't like bullies. I've never liked bullies. When I was a kid, I beat up a couple bullies. So, you know, no, lost no sleep ever. Never have a nightmare because I didn't do nasty things to innocent people. And I don't like people that do. I can tell you this, guys that preyed on, younger guys in prison, sometimes I'll get involved with that because I didn't dig it. Young, gullible guys being influenced in a negative way. I was telling the guy I work with about, when I was in Corcoran, man, I had about 5 youngsters that used to hang around. They'd come around, hang around, play handball together, walk the yard together, kick it, bullshit, eat chow together. They're all young guys in their 20s. And this stupid fucking lame Jack Leo says, I got the yard. One in prison is innocent. That's right. They go, what do we do if Jack tells us we got to put in some work? And I said, you tell Jack to show you how to do it, and you'll do the next one. And, because I don't like that shit. I don't like guys pretending to be shop callers and telling them kids what to do and fucking their lives up. So a few months go by and I come back from work. I'm on the yard and they all run, man, it went down just like, and they go, what's he going to do? And I go, he isn't going to do shit. He's a punk. And so they tell me, man, it went down just like you said. And I'm like, I forgot all about this thing. And I go, what are you talking about? Look you up and leave my number. Thank you, Mike. And so basically they did what I said. And Jack wanted some white dude stabbed because he owed money to another race. And he wanted to show that, hey, I can take care of that. And then he'd get free shots of dope. And anyways, why did you do so much time for your crime? Tough on crime, brother. victims' rights organizations, tough on crime. The only people that could maintain in prison was guys that had life sentences, 15 to life, 25 to life, 7 to life. Anyway, they told Jack that, and then seemed totally unfair. It was, but I ain't the only one. So there's a little comfort in knowing that I wasn't the only one. Um, yeah. So anyway, those guys, they were cool. They were thrilled at the fact that they could tell that dude that, and it went down perfect. And he never busted a grape, and he ended up PCing up himself later on in life. Later on, he tried to tell one of my homeboys that he owed his cellie, went out to court, and he owed money to another race for heroin. They tried to tell my homeboy Bobby that he had to pay his cellie. He's dead. So once again, we roll up on the lame and tell him, hey, me and Ronnie Hatfield were like, hey, dude, you don't ever tell anyone from San Diego what the fuck to do. If you're worried about that debt, then you pay it. Go ahead. Where's my clicker? There it is. The best doing yeah. And so those kids went on. All of them are on the streets doing well. Of course, Matt Thompson was one of them. He got out and passed away in a motorcycle accident. But Joshie's up in the Bay Area. Joey's in San Bernardino Valley. There's a couple more that got out. And there's another one who's still in. He has a life sentence. So, but they didn't wreck themselves. And I'm not a fucking bully, and I don't fuck with innocent people. So, fuck you and your question. There you go. That's your answer. I think bullies are pieces of shit. So look, I got arrested. I got convicted of aiding and abetting a second-degree murder by vicarious liability. That was my thing, right? And so, you picture that when you're in a hole, you can't have things to read. Oh, you can, but there were times when I was in a hole where they would take it because I was acting like a stupid jerk, and they would take all your shit. But so look, second-degree murder at one time was 5 to life. Guys doing 5 or 6 years. SB 42 came out, it became 7/9/11, set term. And then 6 months before I got arrested, they changed it to 15 to life. So 6 months before I got arrested is when the tough on crime shit started. And it didn't end. Good night, Mike. It didn't end until, towards the end of my term when I finally got out. And that was Pete Wilson, Duke Majan, Gray Davis, all them governors, even Governor Brown, Jerry Brown, he was part of it too, because they all make money off of it. Being tough on crime means there's a lot of money spent on prisons, law enforcement, and people got to provide goods to prisons, and people got to provide goods to law enforcement. So people make money. There's a lot of money involved with prison and crime. So a lot of crime isn't what it says on paper. Anyway, folks, I'm beat. I wanted to check in, and we hope you're doing well. Hope you're kicking ass and doing it hard. Thank you for tuning in. Thanks to all our new viewers. Please like, subscribe, and share this channel. Now that I'm back home, most of the time I got to try to grow it up some more like it used to be. You guys take care. Have a good night, and get out there and do it hard. We love you guys. Thank you. Take care. Good night, folks. Good night, David. Boner, rest well, brother. Thank you, Boner, Trickner, Bagger Trash. Gonna tap out for the night, Mitch. I'm gonna tap out too myself, brother. Thank you. Sugar Smack, See Wolf the View, Christian Retro, peace, Chris. Good night, folks. Will, good night, brother. Man, it's a guy wanted. Good night, Chaos. Thank you, brother. Guys, take care. Take care of yourselves, your family, your friends. Do it hard. Thank you. It's a Hard Intentions family. Good night, folks.